Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, my dear brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we are back with another group of lectures, and we are in the Kitab al-Zakat, the book of Zakat, giving donation, Islamic donation. What is the Islamic donation? We will come into it in the details, and before that we need to say that the Islamic donation, the Zakat, is once a year, and it is only for those that they have ability of to pay. And who are they and how they pay, we will come to it in a deep, inshallah ta'ala. Kitab al-Zakat, the book of donation, paying donation, Islamic donation, and not just a normal donation. تجب الزكاة في خمسة أشياء. It is due to pay zakat, the donation, in 5 things. There are 5 things that we must pay the donation in them, the zakat of them. Al-Mawashi, i.e. the animals that we have, the sheep and cows and the camels, that is for business, i.e. it is for business, yeah. So in those camels and those sheep and those animals we pay, those ones, the camels, the sheep and the cows, whatever type of them are they. Wal-Athmanu, the gold and the silver, and the gold and the silver, and also same thing with the money. Nowadays is to do with the money. If we have the money, we have to pay the donation, and how much it is, we will come to it later on, inshallah. Same thing for the animal, we will come to it. How much you have to pay in how much minutes, limited. وَالزُّرُوعِ وَالثِّمَارِ. الزُّرُوع is whatever you plant that has a seed. So whatever you've planted and has a seed and comes out and gives more, and then you have to pay it. When also a thimar is to do with tamr and inab, tamr and the grapes, the dates and the grapes, that's to do with them only. وَالْعُرُوضُ التِّجَارَةِ, and whomever has a business, for example, he has a shop, whatever it is, for example, clothing shop, woman dress shop, man dress shop, a clothing for man clothing or for woman dress, or he has a shop with selling any other things, traditional Arabic things or any other things. He has a market. How he pays the zakat of the market, we will come to it, inshallah ta'ala. The way that he pays zakat for because of his market, his supermarket, we will come on all of those in details, how he will pay it. فأما المواشي فتجب الزكاة في 3 أجناس منها وهي الإبل والبقر والغنم. Sheikh says the animals that you have to pay zakat with it is 3 things that we mentioned. From the cows and the sheep and the camels. Those 3 type of animals we pay zakat. And if someone else has horses, is buying and selling horses and other things, there are different ways for them to give the zakat, which we will come to later on. وَالشُّرُوطُ الْوُجُوبِ الزَّكَاةِ فِي الْمَوَاشِي. Under which conditions we have to give zakat of the animals that we said. For the animals. So the conditions that is, they are al-Islam. First, if you're Muslim. Then al-Hurriya, if you are a free, you are not a slave. Wal-Milku Tam, you have them in your hand. It is yours. You have them. It's yours. It not belongs to someone else. It belongs to you. It is yours. So if it is yours, then you pay the zakat. One nisabu, and nisab is the limit, in which limit you pay the zakat of them. So we will come to it as well. In which limited? If you have 2 camel, or 10 sheep, let's say 10 sheep, you are a farmer in UK. If you are a farmer in UK, if you have a 10 sheep, will you pay zakat or not? We will come to it later on. So the nisab is the limit. Wal-hawl, and also a year, the full year we should be going through it. The full 1 year should go through it. Those are the conditions of the giving zakat for the animals. What are the conditions for giving the zakat if you if you have for gold and silver, or as well as the money. So if you have a gold and silver, أما الأثمان فقسمان الذهب والفضة وشرائط الوجوب الزكاة فيهما خمسة. There are five conditions that we must be aware of. If we have those five conditions, then the zakat is duty on you to pay for your gold and your silver and your money. And the gold, how you pay, and what are the conditions, other extra condition, we will come to it. But this five conditions is important to be aware of. Islam, if you're Muslim, wal hurriya, if you're free, wal milk tam, if you gain it, it is yours. Wal nisab, as well the limit, as well as the hawl, a year. So if you're Muslim and you're free and you gain, if you have it, is yours, and also the limited reach to it, and also it's 1 full year, then zakat is duty on you. How? We will come to it now, inshallah ta'ala. So those five things. For example, you have the money and it's reached to the limit, but it's not full year, then you don't pay the zakat. When is the full year, then you pay the zakat. And how you pay the zakat, we will come to it, inshallah. Zakat is zar'u wa thimar, and also zakat for whatever you plant, like the seed that we said, you plant it and it comes out. And also for the other things, the Sheikh says, there are three conditions. أن يكون مما يزرعه آدميون, i.e. whatever you planted by your hand, if you planted, then you pay the zakat. وأن يكون قوتا مدخرا وأن يكون نصابا. And also it is something that you can't save it, i.e. like the date that we said and the grapes that you make it, that you can eat it in any time of the year. It must be something that you can save it. It's not like other things that it will not be stained. You cannot leave it for 6 months, 5 months. So that's why the ulama, they said it's more to do with the date and the grapes. وَأَنْ يَكُونَ نِصَابًا, and also the limit. That nisab, that limit, we must reach to it. And then the Shaykh says, وَأَمَّا الثِّمَارُ فَيَجِّبُ فِي شَيْئَيْنِ مِنْهَا ثَمَرُ النَّخْلِ وَثَمَرُ الْكَرْمِ وشرائط الوجوب الزكاة فيها 4 أشياء الإسلام والحرية والملك التام والنصاب. Same thing that we said, it should be when if you are a farmer, when you pay for your grapes or your dates, the zakat. If you are Muslim and you are a free person and you gain them, one nisab. And also if you reach the limited, you do not need to wait 1 whole year for a farmer. It's different. For the farmer, no. When he has it and when he is ready, then you take it off from the tree and then give the zakat. He does not need to wait 1 whole year. وَأَمَّا الزَّكَاةُ الْعُرُوضِ التِّجَارَةِ, and for those that they have a business, how they pay the zakat and under which condition? Under the condition of athman that we spoke about, the gold and silver. How they pay for their gold and silver? The same condition. If you are Muslim, if you are free, if it limited to, and if it reaches to the limit, and also a 1 whole year, and also it is your money. So if all of the conditions is on it, then you will pay the zakat for your business as well. For your business, you pay the zakat for it. So those are the conditions that we spoke about. It are the conditions of when you pay the zakat. For one that has the money or has the animal or he is a business, is different occasion in business actually. But if you have the money and if it did not reach 1 whole year or it did not reach to the limited, then in those occasions you do not need to pay the zakat. It has to reach to that limited, then you can pay. And then the Sheikh is actually now he's saying one by one. We said if you have an animal like a camel and the sheep and the cow, you have to pay zakat. But under what condition? We spoke about the conditions, that you must be Muslim, you must be this, that. So all of that is in you. Now we come to the nisab. What are the limited? What is the limited? وأول النصاب الإبل خمسة فيها شاة. If you have a 5 camel, then you have to pay the donation. The zakat is 1 sheep. So you have the 5 camel, then 1 sheep is the zakat. وفي 10 شاتان. So if you have a 10 camel, then you pay 2 sheep as a zakat, sheep. وفي 15 3 شياب. If you have a 15 camel, then 3 sheep. وفي 20 4 شيات. And if you have 20 camel, then 4 sheep. وفي 25 بنت مخاض من الإبن. So now it changed. If you have 25 camel, then you pay only 1 camel that it is bint makhad. And bint makhad is which is a camel finished 1 year and he entered the 2nd year. So he's 2 years old. Is a camel that is 2 years old. So if you have 25 camel, you pay zakat, you give the zakat of a camel that is 2 years old. You take out 1 camel and you give it. وفي 36 بنت لبون. And if you have a 36 camel, then you give a camel that is finished the 2 years old and enter the 3rd year, so it's the 3 years old. وفي 46, which is 46 camel. If you have a 46 camel, you pay hiqqa, you pay a camel that is hiqqa, and the hiqqa is the name of a camel that finished 3 years and entered the 4th years old. You pay it. و61 جذعة. And if you have 61 camel, then you pay جذعة, which is he finished the 4 years old and he turned to 5 years old. وفي 76 بنت لبون. And if you have a 76 camel, then you pay بنت لبون. بنت لبون, the two camel, then you pay. If it's 76, then you pay 2 camel, which is each of them are 2 years old and they finished 2 years old, they entered the 3 years. That's another again. وفي 71 حقتان. If you have a 71 camel, then you pay 2 camel that is 3 years old and 10 to the 4th years old. وفي 121 3 بنت لبون. If you have 121 camel, then you pay 3 camels that is they have finished 2 years old and they've entered the 3 years old. And also ثم في كل 40 بنت لبون وفي كل 50 حقة. So if it's more than 121 camel, so if it's more than 121 camel, then you pay what? For every 40 and 50. So if it is 90, so for the first 40 we pay bint labun, which is a camel that is 2 years old, entered the 3 years old. And for every 50, it is hiqqa, which is the camel that is finished at 3 years old, 10 to 4 years old. So that is, if it's more than 121 years old, 121 camel, then everything changed. For example, it's 190, so we say every 40, this is what you pay. For every 50, that's what you pay. So that's the math of it. So if it's 150, then it is 3 hiqqa, 3 camels that they finished 3 years and they tend to 4 years. If it's 400, if it's 200, then it is 4 hiqqa. So like this. If it's 40 and 50, so that's the way that is. We will come to in the future, inshallah. We will explain more in details maybe. But this is in a very simple way that we should know about the camel. So this is the end of the today's lecture. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Oh